Hey guys, Wheat Penny Collector here, and today I'm going to go through the top 5 things to collect when beginning your coin collection. Number 1, state or national park quarters. In 1999, the US Mint started issuing 5 different quarters per year until 2008, based on when the state was created. This was such a hit for collectors and novices alike, and it got many people, including myself, into coin collecting. This is a great way for beginners to start collecting coins because you can look through your jar of change and find them. For my state quarter collection, I just got change back over time, and after a few months or so, I got all 50 states I needed. This was such a hit that in 2009, quarters were introduced for 5 different territories and the District of Columbia. In 2010, the National Park commemorative quarters were introduced, and from 2010 to all the way to 2021, there will be a national site quarter for every state and territory in the previous commemorative set, leaving another set for collectors to collect. Number 2, wheat pennies. Like my channel name suggests, I think wheat pennies are a great and interesting way to start your coin collection. A wheat penny is any penny that was minted from 1909 to 1958, and instead of the Lincoln Memorial like on pennies now, there's actually 2 stalks of wheat, if you can see it, on both sides. The front of the penny is the same as the modern day penny, and this is why they are still relatively easy to find in circulation. A good way to collect them would be to either get them back in change over time, or like myself, go to the bank and buy a box of pennies and go penny hunting. If you're like me and want to collect all the wheat pennies by date and mint mark, which is the mint that they were made in, either P, D, or S. And this can be found on the front of the quarter, so if you can, front of the penny I mean. So let me just find one. So as you can see here, on the front of the quarter, under the, the penny, on the front of the penny, under the 1940, it says an S underneath, and this means it was made in the San Francisco Mint. So nowadays, coins are either made in the P, D, or S Mint, which stands for Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco, respectively. There will be some tough pennies for the novice collector to get their hands on, like the 1909 VDB, in which there are only around 400,000 made. Unlike 1957, where over 1.1 billion pennies were made in the Denver Mint alone. Number 3, proof sets. Proof coins are early samples of a coin that are about to be released, and as you can see, they are much shinier than the average coin, and that is because they are made differently and kept in a plastic case as opposed to a normal cardboard roll. Millions of proof sets are made per year, specifically for coin collectors, and because of their high mintage numbers, they are pretty common and usually depreciate in value over time. So if you want to buy one of these to sell for a profit, these might not be for you. But as for me, I have my coin collection for something cool to look at, and as you can see, these are really cool to look at. And if you want to buy one of these in the 2017 edition, you can go on the usmint.gov website and purchase one of these for I think like $21 or $22, so it isn't very bad. Number 4, special edition coins. Every so often, one of the US coins is made differently for a year or two. For example, in 2004 and 2005, nickels had a different back than the normal Monticello to commemorate different historical events. In 2004, the Lewis and Clark nickel was made, while in 2005, the West Coast and the re-release of the Buffalo nickel was made. And there are a couple other special edition nickels I don't have, like the Louisiana Purchase nickel. And in 2009, 4 special edition pennies were made, each a commemoration of the event of Abraham Lincoln's life. So this is him reading on a stump of wood, and this is supposed to represent his log cabin, and this is his presidency, and this is one of the Congress buildings being built. And lastly, I have the 1976 Centennial Quarter. This was made to celebrate the 200th anniversary of the Declaration of Independence. And all these coins are sought after by collectors because they look different, and with the 2009 and 2005 nickels and the 2009 pennies, these are all made in relatively low numbers, so people like to hold on to them, especially when they find them in their change. And with the 1976 centennial, though, this was made in extremely high numbers. I think something like 2 or 3 billion of these were made. So these are really common to find in your change, and everyone likes to hold on to them just because they're different. And my last coin collecting tip is number 5, foreign coins. Whenever I travel somewhere, I usually get a type of coin or two from that country. It is really fun to see all the types of coins that different countries make. And in this case, in countries like the Bahamas, their coins are pretty badass, like a starfish on the penny or a pineapple on their nickel. So yeah, these coins are a lot cooler than the US. And in some cases, I've gotten foreign coins back in change. Like whenever I search penny boxes, I usually always find Canadian pennies. I find like 30 or so per box. Or one time I got this French franc back when I was supposed to get a quarter, so this is pretty awesome. Well, that's my list of the top 5 types of coins to start your coin collection. I hope that helped or even inspired you to start collecting coins. And if you liked my video, please hit that like button, share it with your friends, and subscribe.